was gifted 2 grants of more than $6 million over the last 2 years, but both are missing from the charity's latest tax return. The discovery has prompted speculation over what has happened to these missing millions. It's understood Archewell believes its records only declared the $2 million are correct. Mail Online.
Sources close to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are fiercely shutting down what they've labeled utterly ludicrous accusations that their charity, Archewell, is drowning in a so-called missing millions scandal. In a splashy claim made by Mail Online, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex allegedly received over €4.5 million, which is $6 million, in grants over the past 2 years. Funds which, according to the report, are nowhere to be found on the charity's latest 990 tax return. But wait, Archewell was quick to clap back, telling the publication that the charity's financial filings, which reported $2,911,000, are indeed accurate. And, in a plot twist that will surprise exactly no one, the rest of the money, it's simply set to appear on the next tax return. Not quite the scandalous cover-up the headline suggested. In a move that screams, "Receipts please," Express.co.uk conducted its own investigation, coming out firmly on Team Sussex. Their findings? The charity's records are, as expected, spot on. Fidelity Charitable 990 form, which tracks grants from July 2022 to June 2023, further corroborates that everything's in order. So much for that royal drama. The Archewell Foundation has once again found itself at the center of unnecessary drama.
And the way they're going about, about going about a business. So I think whatever, it's clearly something that's going to give the Archewell people a little bit of a headache to make sure they get the picture absolutely right.
With sources close to the Sussexes slamming the latest claims as ludicrous and extremely damaging. According to insiders, Archewell's 990 form, which captures all donations received from January to December 2022, is entirely accurate. Any donations received in 2023? Well, those will appear on the next tax return, just like they're supposed to at the end of this year. It's so unfair to attack a charity that's done everything by the book, an insider revealed. The Sussexes have always been upfront and transparent about their finances, so these accusations are not just misleading, they're harmful. Despite the noise, it's business as usual for Prince Harry, who quietly jetted into London ahead of his appearance at the Well Child Awards on September 30th. All eyes will be on him, as always, but insiders say he remains unfazed by the latest scandal-mongering. It seems that the Duke and Duchess are becoming seasoned pros at handling royal gossip. Concerns over Prince Harry's security in the UK have reached new heights, with the Duke's team taking drastic measures to protect him during his upcoming appearance at the Well Child Awards. In a surprising move, they've reportedly forbidden the charity from publicizing the location of Monday's event, keeping it under wraps even from those outside a tight inner circle. According to sources, Harry's team laid down the law, citing serious fears that the 40-year-old Duke could become a target if the event's details were shared too widely. Harry is still deeply worried about his safety in the UK, and his team insisted the location not be disclosed until the day of the event, an insider revealed. It's one thing for him to make a quick visit for a family matter or a private funeral, but an event like this, out in the public eye, is a different story entirely. With Prince Harry's past military service and the bombshell revelation in his memoir, Spare, that he killed 25 Taliban fighters during his time in Afghanistan, his security concerns are understandable. He could become a target, and his team isn't taking any chances, the source added. To ensure his safety, the event's location is being kept strictly on a need-to-know basis until the last minute. According to insiders, Prince Harry's own words are at the heart of his heightened security concerns ahead of his trip to the UK. The Duke's controversial remarks in Spare, where he revealed taking out 25 Taliban fighters, have put a major target on his back, something his security team is acutely aware of. The reason Harry is now such a significant security risk is because of what he said about the Taliban. One source spilt, "Those comments have made him a permanent target, and that's a situation he's essentially brought upon himself." Harsh words, but they echo the very real fears surrounding his public appearances, especially in the UK. Adding to the drama, Prince Harry is still locked in a bitter legal fight with the Home Office over his security arrangements. A 2-day hearing is expected to take place on April 8 or 9 next year, marking yet another twist in the Duke's 3-year battle to ensure his safety while in Britain. It seems this latest chapter in the Sussexes' drama is far from over, with both Harry and Meghan yet to publicly comment on the renewed security concerns or the ongoing court case. In the latest twist involving Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's charity, Archewell, a small administrative hiccup has momentarily halted the foundation's operations. According to a spokesman for the couple, all the necessary documents were filed on time, but it appears that an important check didn't make its way to the right hands. Oops. But there's no need to panic. Archewell has already resent the payment and the issue should be quickly resolved. However, until that check is received, Archewell's been hit with a rather unfortunate delinquency notice from the state of California's Department of Justice. The letter, dated May 3, sternly warns that the charity's registration process hasn't been completed, meaning Archewell can't carry out charitable activities for the time being. No soliciting or dispersing charitable funds, which is quite the headache for a foundation that granted $1.2 million last year.
And we have some breaking news for you right now, as donations to Harry and Meghan's Archewell Foundation have plunged by $11 million in just the past year, sending it into the red. That's right. The news that donations dropped to just $2 million comes as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex released a glitzy promotional film of all their hard work this year.
The cause of the holdup? A misplaced check was sent with the registration details, which the California authorities never received. As soon as they were alerted to the mix-up, Archewell sprang into action, sending out a fresh check. And just to clear up any confusion, the spokesman clarified that this isn't about tax filings. Those were submitted and paid right on time. Archewell Foundation isn't taking any chances when it comes to setting the record straight, doubling down on claims that it's fully compliant after recent administrative hiccups caused a stir. In a firm statement released on Tuesday night, the charity made it crystal clear that everything's in order. We have diligently investigated the situation and can confirm that the Archewell Foundation remains fully compliant and in good standing, the statement reads. Due payments were made promptly and in accordance with the IRS's processes and procedures. Furthermore, all necessary paperwork had been filed by the foundation without any error or wrongdoing. Archewell, which was founded after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made their high-profile move to the U.S. and stepped back from royal duties, isn't new to scrutiny. But they're showing they can handle it. Earlier this year, the couple also shook up their operations, launching the revamped Sussex.com website, complete with a sleek new look for the office of Prince Harry and Meghan.
Waleses do something, the Sussexes immediately put out their own bit of publicity. I've seen the impact report from Archewell. Look, and it does do good work. It's helped 2,500 girls in Nigeria get menstrual products and health education. It's helped a lot of Afghan women in the United States settle down. But personally, if you read the blurb that accompanies their website, it's on their website, I would find it very hard to donate to something that says it does this work, and plus creative activations through the business verticals of audio and production. I don't know.
Fresh off their trip to Nigeria and following the 10th anniversary celebrations of the Invictus Games in the UK, the Sussexes are back in the spotlight, this time for paperwork drama. In a bit of bureaucratic drama, the Archewell Foundation found itself at the receiving end of a stern notice from California's Department of Justice, which didn't mince words. The letter declared the foundation as delinquent with the state's Registry of Charities and Fundraisers for failing to submit some required annual reports and fees. The notice bluntly warned that until these documents were sorted out, Archewell wasn't in good standing and was prohibited from carrying out its usual charity activities. No soliciting or dispersing funds was allowed. The message? Get those forms and fees in immediately. In true Sussex style, the foundation wasted no time in rectifying the situation, quickly sending a second check after the first seemed to go missing in action. The Department of Justice letter also issued a heads up that the foundation might face penalties, with the looming threat of having its registration suspended or even revoked if the issue wasn't resolved. Once the overdue documents were submitted, Archewell was promised an update on any potential late fees still hanging over him. So what do you think about Meghan Markle and the missing charity? Share your predictions and thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want more hot gossip, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for all the latest hot takes.